Hey, it's Kat, and I'm back with another card video for you. So in this one, I'm going to be making a stencil, and I want to secure my paper to the back to my table. So I am using the full image of the cardstock, so I used the adhesive and just attached it to my all-purpose mat. Now I'm just using Post-it tape to tape down the stencil. I have to admit, Post-it tape is not my favorite. I much prefer to use washi tape as it feels like it sticks a bit better. Now I'm just taking a regular ink pad and a blending brush, and I'm going to add the ink onto this cardstock so that you can see the wood grain. And basically, you can make this as intense as you want, in color that is, or as light as you want, just by applying more ink. You could also do this using Distress Oxide inks. They work great too as far as adding color, but really whatever ink you have, you can use. I am doing a tone on tone, so this is Toffee cardstock and this is Toffee ink, both by Close to My Heart, as is the stencil. And once I have all the ink on, I will lift off the stencil. I actually washed the stencil just using a little bit of water and letting it air dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this onto my card base. Since it already had the adhesive from the all-purpose mat, I'm just going to glue down the edges just so that way I can get it to secure on all corners. And I like to use the glitter glue. It dries very quickly. And now I'm using the Lovely Layers Rose from Honeybee Stamps. And I've already gone ahead and cut out the rose. I used two shades of red. I used oh my gosh, my mind is gone blank. The Scarlet from Close to My Heart and a retired ruby for the layers. Oh, and actually I did use a little bit of candy apple too, just for the lightest colors. I actually used 3 colors. And so I'm just putting together the layers and adhering them down using the glitter art glue. I like these die cuts because they add so much dimension with all the different layers. You could also add ink to these so that could create more of the shadows and different textures or the different layers. If you chose to do that, it's really up to you. And now I'm using, for the stem and the leaves, I actually used 2 different colors of green. So I used pine, which is for the base, and then the darker side of pine for the little area up under the flower. And then I used retired New England ivy for the leaves, and these the little pieces I'm applying now. I don't even know what they're called, but they're poured at the bud, underneath the bud when the bud opens. And so I just can adhere this down, and then I cut it out a thanks. Again, this is Honeybee Stamps Bitty Buzzwords, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of lay this out and figure out where I would like it. I used vellum to cut the background for the thanks, and then just black cardstock for the word thanks. And then I want to add so much, so I'm just kind of positioning here to see where I want it. I'm just using black ink, stamping the so much, and then I will glue everything down. Again, I do like using the glitter art glue because it allows me to be able to put just a dab of glue on the letters that I want, and then adhering that to the vellum. Now, I know a lot of people get concerned because vellum, you don't always, the glue will sometimes show through. So the trick to that is just putting the glue behind the letters. So now I'm just going to stick everything down. And I will add the thank you or the thanks. See, I'm just kind of putting the glue behind those letters. And then the last step I'm going to do is I want to add some gold glitter gems and just to add a little bit of extra bling. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and following along with me, and I hope you'll join me again for another one. Happy crafting!